Okay. The next one is schedule your worry time. And I'm serious about this. An anxious mind, it can spin 24/7. And, unless you set boundaries with your thoughts, this can just go on and on and on. Okay. So this is where we are, right? Yes. Techniques for reframing negative thoughts. Yes. Sorry. I've got it behind there. Okay. So I'm not quite there. Okay. So let me get back. Okay. So what I want you to do this. So try this out. So set a timer for 15 minutes a day. I mean, maximum. I wouldn't do any more of this to review your finances, your worries, or make decisions. Outside of that time, if fear arises, remind yourself, I've scheduled time for this. I've got my 15 minutes. I'll come back to it then. And this is going to get you to go back to that period. And what you're going to know is like, you're going to start to see that you don't need that 15 minutes or it's ridiculous, right? You're going to get to that point, right? And so you can also journal, you can do voice notes, and this is going to allow you to offload those thoughts without spiraling down into that core of like, oh my God, what's going on? Another really good one is practicing nervous system regulation. I don't think we realize how important that is. And financial fear lives more often in the body than in the brain. So I can give you a quick reset on this. So this technique is really, these techniques really work. So you can use the 4-7-8 breathing, and how that works is you do inhale on the 4, hold for the 7, and exhale on the 8. It may take a bit to get your breath there, but this actually resets your nervous system. Okay. The second would be to shake it out. Stand up, shake your hands and your feet and your shoulders for 30 seconds. This will also reset your nervous system. Vocal release. So things like humming, sighing, or sounds help reset the vagus nerve. And then the body goes click and it's back in where it needs to be. And the last one that's good is a cold splash. So rinsing your face in cold water, that helps to give yourself a reset, but also interrupts panic. It's like, what was I thinking, right? So all of these things are really important to keep your nervous system regulated so that you're not going into that panic, that fight, flight, or freeze, right? So the next point is to shift into neutral curiosity. Instead of reacting, saying, what is this teaching me? What am I learning here? Where is the opportunity that I haven't seen yet? Okay. And what if it's just data, not drama? What would I do next? What if it's just numbers? So curiosity actually interrupts judgment and opens up creative thinking so that you are not so hard on yourself, but are actually going into problem solving mode, which is where you want to be. The next and last one would be to anchor to a long-term vision. So this is really good because when you're in survival mode, everything feels urgent. Everything feels like you're in emergency mode. I got to do it right now. So you want to come back to your long game. Like, where am I going over the long term? So ask, what would my future self, I love this question, who's already successful, say to me right now to bring me like back down into my body? Right? And how does this challenge fit into the bigger story of my growth? This brings you back to perspective over panic. And getting you out of the panic is like the number one thing that we care about, right? So all of these techniques are great for like, starting to not, when you notice it, you bring yourself out of it right away. But what happens is, as you do this more and more, it actually becomes something that's preventative. And if you do it on a regular basis, you just don't go into that place of panic.